Onto our crossbred pen here, another Threes Company offering. These would all be 127 litters. They are sired by Backbone there at Moyers. We offered a couple barras here earlier. If you want to scroll up, I think a very high quality litter. First time gilt, be an overruled Dirty Lovin'. So the grandmother of these would be one of those Dirty Lovin' sows we got there in Michigan, and those littermate sows have done an awesome job. Now their daughters are sure kicking it up for darn sure. Backbone's aboard Moyers that Austin and Mort decided to breed a few of these sows. Did the tour, and we're in agreement to breed these sows, and sure got them mated right. I think lined up awfully good on some of this stuff we've got, and excited about this 127 litter. 127.7 is going to be the first one. This is the traditionally belted gilt here of these three. A gilt that all these, like the Barras, offer shape and muscle. Probably dual purpose on all of these in terms of if you've got a market show, you want to jackpot them, or you want to show them as big burly ones that have the extra shape and muscle. I think they've got that potential to do that. This one here is probably just the densest all the way through of the three that we're offering. Big forearm, got a huge hind leg, hard back like her brothers and her sisters in this group. Rib shape is going to be plenty good enough. Reads a lot like the overruled stuff in terms of one that's dense about her head, opens up with shape, muscle. Proportions are good, and still utilize their hind leg extremely, extremely well. They're out on the corners, but there's no pushing of their hocks. I think she's going to have the extras at the jackpot level, but going to be an awesome kind of big one that does have the extra shape, muscle, look, dimension, not flat on her feet. None of these gilts I believe will get any kind of pastern issues whatever, because they're great there in terms of their set up front, and no squishiness whatsoever. The next gilt is going to be 127-8, and this is a gilt that's always catches a lot of people's eyes on our early visitors, and the groups before are always pulled out. And this white sock gilt is one that's crazy about her head and neck and look, and still opens up with a lot of chest, a lot of width, and squareness underneath, and not the most mature. And I think that's going to take to her advantage, because you take her to heavier weights, she's going to maintain that look, maintain that shape. Proportions are good. Pastern set's awesome. I think when that one chubs up, regardless when you want to show her, I think that one can be an awesome, awesome big ring gilt that's got some potential that's going to beat a lot of them in terms of her design, her extra shape, her muscle, and rib shape. I don't think it's going to be an issue after feeding some out of the overruled, and obviously the backdrop lineage has fed extremely, extremely well. The last one is going to be the lot 55. This is 127-12. This is a very distinct mark kind of a gilt. As I said earlier, probably market breeding, kind of do what you want to do. A gilt that's offers some shape, offers some muscle. She ties in a little bit different in her top line, and I think due to her color, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. I think everything's going to come together in terms of one that offers some shape. Very unique kind of looking gilt, also good on her pastern set, offers some bone. I think once she softens up, she's going to be a nice kind of a gilt that going to maintain, because her length of body, I don't see any issue in her top line down the line. But very excited about these gilts. Offer some uniqueness in terms of pedigree, but a very unique litter of crossbred gilts we're offering here.